Hello everybody, this is Zigzag Zog coming to you from Western Kentucky, and we are here to continue our playthrough of XCom Enemy Within featuring the Long War mod, and we are ready to go against a landed small scout to have that little adventure. But actually, before we get in here and meet the crew that I've picked to go on the mission, I want to do one little thing I was thinking about, and that is go back to the hangar. I think since maybe we have some downtime doing this mission and we just had a UFO, maybe, just maybe, well, first of all, maybe, just maybe, I'm thinking now is the time to equip another laser cannon, and then maybe, well, first of all, let's name Raven 8, so we got a name out here, Marlin Pietratsk. We shall see. Pietratsk. I don't know exactly this guy's last name, but that's what we'll go with. I'm thinking we have 2 kills on Midas Okamura, and I'm thinking that's who I want to edit the loadout and give him a laser cannon, because he's going to have, with those kills, his ability to hit is going to be higher. So what do we want him to hit with? We want him to hit with a laser cannon. So let's do that. It's going to not be ready though for 168 hours, so it takes a while to load up. 7 days to arm with a laser cannon. So that means it's going to leave me with 3, and as a matter of fact, to make things worse, I've got Serrano Peppers with 0 kills also, but we're going to edit his loadout to at least get him a Stingray missile, because I'm taking away one of my Stingray missiles. And that unfortunately, or fortunately, this one only takes 12 hours. So this is how we're going to do it at the moment. But fortunately, we're going on a mission, so we'll give him time. They'll give Dragon Liao time to refuel and leave me with 2. And hopefully by the time we encounter another alien ship, we will have already gained back Serrano Peppers too. So I'm kind of thinking, taking a chance, getting rearmed, but hopefully now we got that little window to do it. So let's get back here to our team going against this landed small scout. I'm taking along my commander on this one is Ruth Maserati Hertz. She'll be our medic. We have Peter Van Doorn, the general, along as our infantry. Teach it. Alexis Drag, see if she can teach it some more on this mission, is our sniper. We got Fred Schlug, the Hoosier, is along as our assault. He's a little tank assault for us. He's got the extra armor protection right there, in both with his vest and the phalanx armor. And Madison Bumgarner is along as our scout, bringing along a 1 battle scanner for this mission. Keith, Caretaker Murl, is along as our gunner. Trevor, T-Bone Hertz, is our rocketeer. And Tamir, Shalom Busty, is our engineer. He's a 1-charge engineer. He does not have the repair perk. And he's bringing along a few HE grenades. I went back and forth, AP versus the HE grenades, and I like having some destruction cover potential. Everybody else, I got a couple other AP grenades to help me out, and then a few flashbangs to maybe help with the capture if we are able to get a capture attempt going. So that's kind of the layout that we got here. I think I may have, and let me take a peek at my little notes here. I got one, it looks like, oh, a couple promotions. Let's go to Madison Bumgarner. He's got a little promotion. He's a flanking marksman for me. And we are going to give him some extra shot power as a flanking marksman, as opposed to taking the battle scanner at this point. He's going to go with aggression to increase his chance to hit. That is going to be more of his role on this particular mission. Trevor T-Bone Hertz, our rocketeer, is also up for a promotion, and he's got a full complement of rockets on this one. Can be tough or tougher opposition on a landed scout, obviously, versus a shot down one. So We have a Rocketeer along, and I like the idea of Shredder, that free rocket, but I think I'll probably take Shredder on my other 2 Rocketeers, the Rain of Fire Rocketeers. I think, just because I usually don't take this option at this level, but I want to see how it feels. Doing a few every now and then you got to try a few different things to see how you like the perks. It grants a lot of extra aim on platform stability if he's not moving, and I tend to be able to, for the most part, be able to be stable and in place and steadying my weapon, etc., etc. So we're gonna try this and see if it even makes our Rocketeers aim better, and if that pays off, in my opinion, over that Shredder. It's a tough call. I think in most cases I probably will have better luck having the extra Shredder. That's why my other promotions will probably take it. But I'm going to try out on you, T-Bone. Now we're going to see if we can't get some use and some benefit out of platform stability. Let's get into the mission and see how we do. Kind of fun having Van Doorn out. We're going to see how he does without his normal compatriot Glenn Friendly along on this mission. See how he goes solo without his normal team. Let's begin the assault. We got one of our aircraft back to service. That's good to see. Thank goodness.
We're dropping you just inside the Egyptian border. The alien craft landed in a remote area, which should help to minimize any risk to the surrounding community. We need to investigate and eliminate any hostile forces encountered.
All right, here we go. Always more nervous on these landed aircraft, landed UFOs.
This is Big Sky. We are in position and awaiting further orders.
And why don't we start in the river?
Green to deploy. Approach with extreme caution. Current enemy status at the site is unknown.
Okay, let's get a sense for how far. Okay, so I am near the edge of the map over here. Trying to get my bearings a little bit. We have a rise on the left, and I don't have a good sense of the map. I know I will once we get going. I'm horrible about picking out these landed UFO maps or crash, you name the UFO map, unless it's got a building on it. I'm horrible. It takes me a while to get my bearings on these maps, so bear with me. I think because of that, we're going to try working over towards some high ground to see if we can't take advantage of that as we're scouting out the enemy. Madison Bumgarner, why don't you lead the way for me over here?
Got it covered.
So far, so quiet. So far, so good. I'll take it. In fact, I'm going to push you just a little bit farther, Fred, and see if you activate something. Otherwise, we'll bring everybody else up. Yeah, looking okay. We aren't getting a lot opened up to make me get a good sense of the map. Is this the one where I can get onto the UFO roof over here? Is that what this one is? We'll find out when we get a little closer and find out. Let's get everybody kind of moving over in that direction. For this turn at least, most of us probably will be standing in the open because there's not a lot of great cover over in this direction. Alexis, yeah, with the high ground in front of us, you're not going to have a great position either. So we're just going to kind of temporarily, I guess we're going to dash you over this way. Now, okay. We'll even have you standing in the open in the back just so we can steady weapons and see. Well, that may not be the smartest move for a sniper.
On my way.
Because these first moves on some of these maps, without the abundance of cover, it's always, normally I don't even think about doing this kind of a first move not being in cover, but with Itchy Trigger Tentacle, it really gives me a few reservations on standing out in the open than I normally would have. I'm going to bring you just over to this side cover, Trevor, just. To maximize the potential for your platform stability, we are going to steady your weapon there. Everybody else, at least on front. Now I'm hesitant to move anymore. We're just going to overwatch at this point. I'm not thrilled with my opening positions and where we are. We're just going to have to count on getting to those good positions next turn.
I have eyes on the target.
Now, do we get a wandering pod into us on this landed? No, nothing. Although we hear the noise of the beast. Your neighborhood-friendly muton is somewhere out there. If I had to guess, I'd say it's more, I heard the sound coming in that direction more, but you know I'm not always the best judge when it comes to those kinds of things. So I think, Madison, we're going to push you up to this half cover. And that certainly wasn't the mutons I heard over there. It's a friendly, if you want to call it that, a friendly little pod of sectoids. Probably reinforced by those mutons making me pay for taking this first encounter so lightly. Fred, we're going to pop you right over here. You're out of range. So the only one in range right now of that sectoid is Madison Bumgarner. So let's kind of get everybody else in position to where we think they'll do the most benefit to us. And that's easier said than done sometimes in this cover. Oh boy, is that easier said than done. We have no shot there from our sniper. I think what we're going to do, since we don't have a shot, we're going to bring you up here, Alexis. Hopefully you'll have a better range, at least down where they should be at the moment. Down on that lower ground you should have okay range on, or sight lines on them. So we'll bring you behind this tree in the back. Oh, in fact, you have sight lines just now by moving, but you don't have snapshot. So I'm happy with my move for next turn. We're setting up for next turn is what it looks like. Keith, we're going to get you ready to provide some suppression up on this tree here. Peter Van Doorn, we'd like to get you behind some decent cover to be able to help us out. Hopefully pushing a little farther over isn't going to activate anything on our side. That would not be a kind thing to have happen, and it didn't happen. I do have a rocket available, but I'm really not keen on using it against some sectoids. So maybe what we do is we just kind of bring you, I always hate having anybody in half cover, but we're talking sectoids, so let's take that chance. Although if you think about it, way back when Venus Williams had her demise, guess what it was at the hands of? It was at the hands of sectoids. So just 2 low percentage hits can sometimes do the damage. I'm not sure where I want to bring you, Ruth. Not sure where I want to bring you. I may drop you back here by... No, I think I'm going to push you forward here too. What we may end up doing is our 2 soldiers in the lead, we may hunker trying to entice them, and you don't have a vision from that point anyway. Looks like just Madison Bumgarner does. So that's okay. And then we'll bring Tamir up against this cover. So we kind of have cover. We got a lot of half cover going, that's for sure. I think what we'll do is we will hunker with Madison and get everybody else overwatching. How's that for a plan? We're going to find out if that pays off for us, drawing them into our overwatch or not. We're going to find out real quick. Although I am going to still steady you just in case we get some more activations on this one. T-Bone. That means you, Ruth, can be overwatched. Tamir, you can be overwatched. And Fred, your overwatch ain't worth a darn at this range. So rather than waste your ammo, I think we're just going to hunker you down, ready to spring out potentially. Ah, they're over to the left. Now that wouldn't be kind if they decided to wander into us while we're dealing with these lowly sectoids, would it? And so far there's no movement from these lowly sectoids. So are they gonna now try to entice me? Here we go, there's some movement, there we go. Hidden. Oh, first overwatch is a miss by Tamir. He says, don't make me throw a grenade. Mind Fray trying to take care of my suppression out of here. Oh no, that was Van Doorn. That's not my suppression. But he picked the right guy in Van Doorn to try to Mind Fray, that's for sure. So we only have one, we have two. We have one far sectoid on Overwatch, and we have a very strong sectoid with low profile who's doing a great job of hiding out in that full cover right now. What kind of shot do I have? 80% even on the low profile. That's how good Alexis is. And I think that's where I have to spend her shot. Does anybody else have the other sectoid in range? Yes, we do. So we do have others in range of the other sectoid. It may only be you alone, Madison Bumgarner, but that's how we're going to break it up. So let's start out with Alexis going on an 80% shot. In fact, we're going to take a precision shot to see if we can't take care of this very nasty little sectoid here. Here we go. And you know what I forgot to say? Teach it. Wow, she got a great old hit. She didn't get a crit, which is fine. That's low profile and high cover. I guess I didn't expect the crit. But Alexis knows how to come through with the hits, that's for sure. And the hit chances on everybody else are pretty dismal. Now it sets up that sectoid definitely for, well, we can definitely lock him down as one option. What's it better to do? I'm almost tempted to go against the guy in the back on Overwatch, allowing me to do a little more movement with my other soldiers. So Madison Bumgarner, see if you can't help us out. It really won't help us out to just get your hull. Oh, you don't have hull targeting. You're a flanking marksman. So let's just flank and mark that sectoid. There we go. Here I'm thinking, I'm getting mixed up with some of my builds thinking you're a hollow targeting guy, but you're not. We definitely have suppression available. And Van Doorn, what do you have available? Nothing here. Executioner would have made your shot a little better. Oh, that still really wouldn't have been that great. I'm wondering if do we dare push forward now? I think we'll push forward with our tanky Fred, just to see if we can get vision on any others in the back. If he does spring some Overwatch, well, he's my tank guy, and he should survive.
Okay.
So we got a glimpse of someone back there, and as quick as we got the glimpse, it went away. And I don't think Fred, you have a decent enough shot, so why don't we take your shot? Although, let's see. Now here is where I do believe I have some hollow targeting. So let's first of all take the suppression shot, just in case.
Come on.
Then I don't mind taking a shot with you, Fred. Because that gets your percentage up to a decent enough shot. Let's see if we can take out this tough little low profile sectoid up front here. And you do it. Alright, all's quiet now. All's quiet. I'm thinking I'll take a risk maybe and move you a little closer. General Van Doorn. Even though you're not a general yet, we're still going to call you general because that's the rank you used to have in the common man's army. Let's keep you on Overwatch. We're going to still steady weapon because I have a feeling maybe our activity is going to draw some other aliens into it. And I'm going to overwatch you too, Ruth. And we're going to overwatch you again, Tamir. Let's see what the next turn brings. Are these sectoids? There's still two of them, so hopefully they're going to be tempted to rush us. Yes, there goes one. Oh, Van Doorn, not a good Overwatch.
No joy here.
Big miss, no joy. Tamir, you had one practice Overwatch. Okay, practice makes perfect. You got it. That leaves us one sectoid. who is going to want to probably run and hide now and find his friends. Let's see, if I'm going to push forward with anybody, I would want to push forward with you, Madison Bumgarner, since you do have those lightning reflexes. We're not going to, yeah, this isn't going to get you in range. We'll take a little bit of a chance since we're up kind of on the side. Yeah, we're near the edge of the map. I think we're going to push you forward, double move to this tree.
Affirmative. Moving out.
See if we can get vision on that other sectoid. Ah, no, he's really run off. Look at that. There were 4 originally, weren't there? Don't we still have? Yeah, we still have 1 out there. We still have 1 out there somewhere. Maybe he's hiding around in that little corner there. He could be easily out of sight back there. And I think it's almost more likely that he's going to run away and hide some more. So let's kind of push up a little bit with our guys. I'm thinking we might look at reloading on a couple of you that are running low on ammo.
Affirmative.
Moving
Leave
out.
you up here, Keith. Hesitant to move over to this tree because we know we heard some mutons out there, and the last thing I want to do while I'm hunting lone sectoids is activate a muton. So I think Ruth, we may end up keeping you right there. So let's overwatch, reload.
Ready to engage?
We will overwatch.
Covering now.
We will steady our weapon way back here. Overwatch and
We have eyes on
overwatch.
the target.
And I'm thinking we can safely move you forward a little bit before we steady again, T-Bone. Okay, no word on anything. So I'm thinking let's start moving up towards the roof or the top of the alien spacecraft. Start getting a sense if we are... You know, we know we heard mutons over there at one point. The question will become, are they still somewhere up and over there? Let's see, what's the best way to... That ramp is really the last best way to get up to the higher elevation right here.
Roger that.
So let's move in that direction to make that happen.
Reloading.
Those of us that need little reloads as we start repositioning ourselves, start doing that. I think, Alexis, we will take a chance to move you slightly over.
I'm on the move.
And rather than steady, I don't think we have a great line of sight from there. We will just
Rock and
reload
roll.
you.
Aye, aye, Commander.
We'll get some of us moved up and reloaded,
Let's rock.
getting ready for next turn as we start to take the high ground over here.
In motion. Weapons hot.
I'm on the move.
Keep steadying the rocket as you want. I'm not going to push over quite yet with you, Ruth, even though you're right up
Eyes
there.
peeled, Commander.
Order is confirmed. On the move.
And we'll reload
We're
you,
free to go.
Fred. Okay, I'm hearing the mutons, and they seem to be over on the sides. I'm glad I didn't push over too much. And we hear probably either outsiders from in the craft or that lone sectoid is what we're hearing over there. And they're, boy, they're kind of sounded close. Now, if I heard the muton sounds over here, it didn't sound like they were splashing in the water. So my best guess is they're over there on the other side of the water. I don't know. Let's start taking a peek over in that direction. We'll start out going up the hill with you, Madison Bumgarner, up to this tree. Nothing. Keith, be nice to get you up into a firing position up here. It's only half cover, but it's corner cover. Let's get you to take that. Fred, where do we want to pop you? Okay, I'm kind of thinking Ruth, we're going to put you right up in this half cover.
On my way.
Yeah, we heard them over there, but we aren't seeing them yet. So maybe it is true that they were over on the other side of the river, because it sounded like I heard definite ground noises. We're going to steady that weapon right there. It doesn't look like anybody's activating. Alexis, we're going to try this tree. And steady your weapon. And we're going to get everybody on Overwatch, getting ready for this move forward, except for you, where we will Overwatch, T-Bone.
I've got my eyes on.
And Fred, I don't know where to park you. That is the dilemma. I guess we'll get you up to this half cover up here. And fortunately, we didn't activate in that half cover.
Covering now.
Oh, I saw the splash of grass down there. And our sectoid, of course, at this point is going to try and come up and get an angle on us as we move forward towards the muton sounds. Isn't that typical? Now you get aggressive. Now over here ahead of us, they aren't across the river. They're on the ground all right, but they're right down in here somewhere, because when I was watching over on this side, I saw some like grass flying in the air as they were pounding through the grass over here. So they are not far away from us right now, and I got to figure out the best way to start peeking around the corner and getting up to them. Bumgarner, where are you at, and where do we want to move you towards? I just don't think we're going to get a lot of vision moving up to this log, unless because if they're right underneath that ledge, I think that might be full cover. Is that full cover down there for them? But that's drop. Yeah, that's probably still full cover, so we wouldn't have vision on them, even though they're probably right down there. Probably is what I'm thinking, based on the grass kicking up that I saw. So let's get you, Madison, up to this half cover and see if we can just see over the edge, and we do, because they weren't right all at the edge. A group of 3 mutons. Look at that. Well, guess what I see as a possibility. Are we close enough with a steadied rocket, and do we have the right kind of angle that we need? Is this telling me what I think it's telling me? Is 0 scatter? So I'm already liking myself some platform stability, if that's what it's telling me. There's a third one over there somewhere too. So let's fire the rocket. See if we can get a shot in there in decent range. Right about there. We know we've got 2 of them in range of this rocket. Can I bring it in a little closer without losing it? And let's see if we can gather and get the third one hit also. Whoa, while we're at it. Right about there. So here we go, T-Bone. This is your first platform stability rocket, and I gotta tell you, I love it. No scatter at all. This is so awesome when it comes to long war rocketeers. Having a dependable rocket, oh my god, how amazing is that? And we got all 3 with hits. Oh, buddy, panic. Let's not get a little chain going here. That's all right, T-Bone. Even you were probably a little surprised by the success of your first rocket, eh? Now I got a question. Is Alexis available to teach it? It's only an 80% shot here. So he must have some defensive bonuses, but we should Be able to take him out with a successful hit. 80%. Alexis, teach it. Let's get thin these ranks on these mutons. There we go. Now, wouldn't this be the coolest spot if we were able to get it down? We got 2 injured mutons here. If we can take this one out. 55%. I gotta figure out how we can get some more vision with the soldiers we have left. I'm probably not thrilled at 2 things with the muton so close. Clumping up our enemies. Doesn't look like I have vision from there. Do I have vision of you from here? Doesn't quite look like it. Don't have it. That's too bad that's not corner cover. Don't quite have the coverage I want. Now obviously I have the ability right here with you, Tamir, to throw a grenade and really take them out, but I'm not interested right away in losing corpses. So maybe, well, we'd have the ability to run and gun right to here with Fred. And probably take out the one behind, but then I'm stuck with this guy. Could easily flank Fred, even if he was flashbanged and suppressed and everything else on top of that. Let's just take this shot with you, Madison Bumgarner. Well, maybe what we can do first, can we get you in our sights from this position? Yeah, looks like I would have vision on you from there with Keith. That would actually allow me to get some hollow targeting.
I'm on the move.
Oh, and we have vision of both. Oh, the other guy was farther down. So that was probably good to figure out before I went clunky and did some run and gun with Fred. The guy on the top, he's much weaker position. I could run and gun right here. It gives me a lousy position if there's another pot out here that would activate here. And my shot right here is not a flank of any sort. It sure is a close range shot. So let's see if I can do some more positioning. Sorry everybody as I change my mind over and over and over again. Can we get you somewhere up here, Van Doorn? Does this shot get you? I don't think this gets you quite within range on these guys though. I don't really have a good way to get the old Van Doorn in here close enough, so what we're gonna have to do is just push you forward at the moment. Nothing from there. I might have had a shot from this back tree if I had moved there, kind of looking at his lines of sight. So that may be, yeah, but I kind of want to be able to push. Now all of a sudden I want to be able to push Tamir forward, because the muton capture, oh, it makes me drool, the thought of it. And that's kind of why my head keeps spinning on my options here. I think what we're going to do is this. Because you have vision on both, Keith. I think we are going to run the run and gun with Fred. And we're going to run the run and gun. It's not going to be a flank shot, but it sure should be a close enough range shot where we should have some good odds against that one muton. So Fred, Mr. Tank PSI, you're getting into close range without a sure shot. That's your job though.
Already there.
Okay, we've got a shot. It's 91%. Flank would have been nicer, but let's see if we can hit 91%, Fred. Let's finish the job here. Now I think what we need to do is be locking down this other muton. He is technically not flanked, so he shouldn't feel super threatened to have to run this suppression, I hope. The idea is to lock him in place. With you, Tamir, I would love to get you running closer, but that close. I think we're going to have to get you at least this close. He wouldn't be able to step out and flank you from there. So let's get you this close for a potential capture next turn.
Moving out.
About the best cover I can give you as we move close. We're going to overwatch you, Madison Bumgarner. Try to lock him into his place. And I think, Van Doorn, I want to get you closer next time.
In motion.
And Ruth, I'm going to slide you over here.
I'm on the move.
I do have a shot with you. And we're just going to give it a little pistol shot and see if we can't get a couple more hit points of damage. Do we have it? Oh, 15%. Pistols at range. Oh, gotta love it, gotta love it, gotta love it. But that's what we're going to do with you anyway. You never know, you never know, you never know. That was about a 15% miss if I ever saw one.
They're backing up. Advance.
About a mile away from the intended target. Oh, he decided to move. So much for a muton capture. Those insane mutons, after all the odds, being overwatched, being suppressed. Well, are you still scared there over here, Trevor? Come on, snap out of it. Let's get you going. All right, I think it's time we regroup again as a team. We're a little on the spread out side. I think we can look at bringing you a little forward. Well, we still got that dang sectoid to worry about on our backside. Good thing he didn't pop up when he did, but he can't pop up because his only options to pop up are that ramp we went up. So let's see if we can start getting some vision on him.
Headed there now. Solid copy.
And we'll take you off that pistol just so I don't forget at a later time, Ruth. And we'll start swinging around for that lone sectoid. It decided to get brave while we were distracted. We're going to pop you over here this time, Madison. And Keith, I think we want to pop you around too. Let's see if we can get you over. Where's a spot at least as we reorient ourselves. I'm going to just reload you though because I want your suppression available. And we'll start bringing you back over here, Van Doorn. And let's see now. Let's see. Fred, it'd be nice to bring you back in the party with everybody else, eh?
Heading there now.
Who have we got left? Ah, here we are. It's over here. Tamir, who we wanted to have a chance for a capture, Busty. We'll bring you back over this way too.
I know.
We're going to reload those that need reloading, overwatch those that don't need reloading, and you, I think we'll just even reload you. Like I said, I'm going to give a little free reign to the sectoid almost, I guess you could argue. Although we do have Van Doorn on Overwatch, we do have Ruth on Overwatch. Let's see if that little sectoid makes an appearance as we... Well, we hear him, don't we? We hear him. Now we got some meld way over here somewhere, or is it down inside? If it's down inside the spacecraft, we're not going to get it. But it's over, if it's over on the other side. Of course, I hesitate to walk across the top of this exposed aircraft, the UFO, without any cover. Which side would be the best way to try and move around? It's over here on the left. So I guess it's time to forget about this sectoid and start rotating to the left and seeing what other pods we can find. Right now we've activated 7. So yeah, we definitely have potential on some more pods. Madison, Bumgarner, you're up front. You're near the front. Let's get you back as the one leading our charge and leading our movement. We're going to drop you down a blue move. I believe that's a blue move down here.
Aye, aye, Commander.
See what we see. Fortunately, not an outsider through the open door. And nothing on this side. So that's where we're going to start rotating around for everybody else. Now that I've changed my mind again and we're going to start moving everybody back, everybody's going, Commander, come on, make up your mind.
I'm on the move.
Sir. On my way.
I guess I'm not worried about full cover and those kinds of issues right at the moment. Well, we're going to dash you, Alexis, way over here. Get you in better line of sight positions for the future. And we got a few leftover scragglers over here. We got our Rocketeer, who did an amazing job, by the way. You just got to learn to not trust your instincts, Trevor. Trust your instincts. We'd have no need for you to panic. Let's get you run over here quickly. You won't be steadied with that amazing platform stability. Can you tell I'm excited about a perk I've never used before and the results I saw with that perk? It was kind of a cool thing. What's this? Long War with 100% rocket shot? Amazing. Simply amazing.
Scanning.
Roger that. Scanning. I feel, Commander.
On overwatch. We have eyes on the target.
Okay. So the sectoid and or outsiders. Probably the outside. Oh, we got seekers. That's why we didn't hear a lot of noise, did it? Okay, nice overwatch shot, Madison. Way to weaken down the pod. And I could see the spinning meld right behind them, tempting me over there, going, saying, hit me, hit me, hit me. Nice shredding shot. So we got the strongest, I think, is that the strongest seeker is now the weakest seeker. That's a nice way to work it. Now, Trevor, let's see how good you are without being steadied. Wouldn't it be nice to plop a nice little shredder rocket into the midst of the seekers? What kind of range? Well, you don't quite have the range we might hope for. It's kind of high scatter. So if you scatter short, that's a bad thing. So let's see, we got it a little bit centered. We're just going to try the shredder and see if we can do some more damage over here.
Launching.
Sure is better when you've steadied your weapon, isn't it? Oh, look at that. Amazing hit. I think we can take care of this pod now, guys. We're going to start advancing aggressively over here. And yes, there's some half cover, but I'm feeling confident that we'll be able to take this guy out, although not with a shotgun. I'm
Position
going to move
confirmed.
you up here, Tamir. In fact, we're going to try a conventional shot with you and see if you can't end the threat from the Seekers. Nice job.
X-ray down.
X-ray down. Let's see. Madison, we're going to try dashing you over this way. Blue move at a time, dashing that is. And then get you over to this full cover tree.
In sight.
And you're kind of getting closer to where I want you. Do we have a good spot for my sniper? I guess we're going to bring you, Alexis, just out to half cover, but you'll be pretty far back. If we do have any encounters up here, we'll just steady your weapon here and get everybody else on the move. That was
Order
safe.
confirmed. Moving out.
Ruth, let's bring you forward.
I'm on the move.
And Van Doorn, let's get you up here also for some
Affirmative.
support. And we'll just, whoever's left, we're going to overwatch. What have we got on the inside? There's our lone sectoid. Decided to swing over, take an 11% shot. Fortunately miss against Bumgarner. Oh, that's moving so quick. I have a feeling we've lost out on our shot for meld. Even if I double move over here, I can't get it. My running gunner, I think, is just a little too far back to be able to even run and gun it. So what we're going to do, since we can't get it this turn, we're going to do a half step over there
Moving out.
with you, Bumgarner. It's moving awful fast. I have a sense that we're going to lose it anyway. We'll take that 60% shot against a sectoid while you're here. Although we're going to increase those odds because I think Keith is in the neighborhood. And we can probably get Keith into his position to get an angle. Do you not quite have an angle? The only way you can get an angle is moving awful close to that spaceship door. Does that log block your vision of the sectoid? Let's find out. I can't quite see a ring because he's behind. Yeah, okay, good. That's what I was hoping. He's behind the door. Let's get you suppressing to get your hollow targeting on it. Now I'm fine with Bumgarner taking a shot. Let's get back over there to Bumgarner and let's take your shot. This time it's up to 70%. Somehow that just sounds better, doesn't it? And it is.
Dead and gone.
Way to work together, team.
On my
Alexis,
way.
we're going to bring you out, expand the angle you have on this side, and overwatch you for next time, or steady weapon for next time, excuse me. We're going to start rotating everybody else around. I'm fine bringing you up to half cover. Tamir will bring you up to where Keith was. And it looks like we just got Ruth and our Rocketeer and T-Bone in the back
Heading out.
to bring forward.
I'm on it, Commander.
And we will steady. What a difference when with platform stability and a steadied rocket. That's amazing, the difference we saw. But he still hit the target with his shredder. Thank goodness the shredder rocket has a bit wider range.
Scanning.
Got the info. Affirmative. Covering now.
Have eyes on the target.
Now we got to get a sense for how many more pods we might be hearing. And yes, I knew I was a turn away from that dang meld. Now we have to see if we can get to the meld on the backside and see if there's any more pods in the way as we move forward to attempt to do that. So we'll move up to the full cover here. Do we have sight on the one in the back? Not quite. No, that's it. I don't see it rotating. I don't see it rotating. Kind of need to reload you, Madison Bumgarner, but we're going to push you forward because we're getting thirsty for some meld before we head into the spaceship after the outsider. Fred, let's see if we can't get you double moved up a lot closer also, so maybe if we do see some meld, you're close enough to run and gun to get it.
In motion.
And I feel like we still need a little bit of overwatch available, so we'll do that. Oh, that's not quite cover, is it? So we're just going to dash you to have cover, and you won't be on overwatch, Keith.
Aye, aye, come on. Open fire.
Oh, he ran around the wrong side of the tree. Shame on me. Shame on me. I definitely want to get you pulled back to full cover now.
Aye, aye.
Holy smokes, the game just got awful and difficult, and I don't have my hollow target available. I do not have an angle into the spot there with my sniper. I'm fine. Maybe we get the sniper. Oh my. Sloppiness abounds. Not paying attention to my lines of sight. No, we don't even have a shot there. Let's get you up higher and see if we can get a shot in from there. Not even guaranteed there. Hopefully, oh, that's a horrible shot. Horrible. So I don't want to be in a trade shot for shot kind of a battle with an outsider, that's for sure. What else have we got going here? I got a Rocketeer we can get up here and steady to maybe help us out, being able to get a rocket in there. So let's get you up here and steady your rocket. Because we may have to risk, well actually if you're steadied we can kind of place our rocket then in that respect, and we don't have to worry about blowing up a lot of that equipment that we're trying to get. We have no, well I guess I could always look trying to use a little leadership abilities here. Does that get you in range though of the outsider and only half cover? I'm not thrilled with doing that, but I like the idea of getting you close to Keith Murl, giving him an extra turn and allowing him to do a little holo targeting to help us out for any shot we get to go against him with. So let's do the half cover with you, Chelsea. I mean, no, you're not Chelsea, you're Ruth, with Ruth. Let's see if we can get command over to who I want. Yes, I can. We can get command over to Keith, and that's all because I want to get some suppression on the beast over here. And at the same time, some holo targeting. And let's see what you can do, Van Doorn, with 48%. Boy, even if we get a hit, he's going to regenerate half of that. But I'll take it. Anything we can do to weaken down this guy. He's overwatching now, so movement is going to be a little tough. Unless we forget the meld and bring Madison Bumgarner back. Now how? Do we want to run you, Madison Bumgarner? Do we want to run you into half cover and pay the potential price here? Or is this close enough? Are you in range here, Fred? No, we don't quite have range, so I'd really have to bring Madison Bumgarner to run that overwatch. Really have to bring you around. Not put you in the greatest of cover. We're going to do it.
Solid copy, Commander.
And let's hope there's not another pod on the other side of the spaceship.
I'm all right.
It's going to come to the beck and the call of the outsider. Well, we really don't have a range or a good angle with our sniper. Time to get you move forward, Alexis. We need a little teach it action on that outsider. We're gonna, this is my last suppression too. So Ruth, we gotta get you in range here to take over suppression while Keith
Out of ammo here.
runs out of ammo. So let's see. Wow. I'm almost thinking we're going to get you also up to half cover here, Tamir. The side benefit of getting you up that close is we can throw a little grenade in there. Throw the grenade right. I don't want to damage the equipment inside, and hopefully maybe do a little hurt on this outsider's cover. More concerned about cover destruction potential on the exterior of the ship. And it didn't quite happen. A couple dinky little hits on the guy. Fortunately, by running the overwatch, it allows me to bring Fred up now. I didn't hear noise from another pod. So we're going to bring you over here, Van Doorn. We're going to give you another 48% shot. And you are just connecting on the 40% shots. Good. The good news is, oh, I forgot about my Rocketeer. Look at that. I set him all up to be my savior. Of course, now I kind of don't want to use the rocket. You're set up for next turn's suppression. So we're just going to overwatch you to help lock him into place. And I'm going to bring my Rocketeer just a little bit closer. And steady the weapon. Try and break the suppression at 1%. Usually not a wise thing to do. Okay, now we got to figure out the play we want to take. I do not have Tamir quite in range. Isn't that a stinker? So Tamir, we're going to move you a little bit farther closer. Do we take some 50-50 shots here and there to try and wear him down? It's down to 4. He's not ready for a capture yet. Geez, Alexis, when are you going to get yourself in a position to take a shot? Woof. Never had to have Alexis run around so much. Let's reload you for taking over from Ruth. Suppression, you are running the suppression this turn, Ruth. Unfortunately, it's not with hollow targeting. It'd be nice if we could get one more pistol shot in there, and since Tamir, you aren't close enough for this turn. Oh, why can't you shoot? Oh, you just don't have vision from that position. No wonder you can't shoot your pistol. Here I was thinking, oh, I had someone there with a pistol shot. I'm not gonna shoot the rocket. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Now, who do we have with flashbangs that could help us out? I'm almost thinking we're going to bring you, Van Doorn, up here and throw a flashbang to help us out.
Approaching target now.
And who else has a flashbang that I can use next time? Keith has a flashbang. Where are all my flashbangs? Alexis, I think you're one in the back with a flashbang, maybe. So I think I have to rely on the suppression. We'll do a little overwatch here. I think we bring Fred over to overwatch. Trying to lock him once more into place, and we're gonna hold on to the flashbang as we reload.
Bangs out.
Move into position.
And we'll steady the rocket just because.
I'm taking fire.
Fire on you, Ruth. He's trying to break the suppression. That's fine. He's regenerated. We could use a few more hits now that I should be close enough for a capture attempt. And then I need backup to do the final kill. So I can get close enough for a capture attempt now. Where, oh where, Fred, you're my safety valve if I need it. Kind of thinking we should maybe get some holo targeting going. Is that the case? I can bring you up. You have a rifle here, so maybe rather than take any kind of a sniper shot, Alexis, we're going to see if we can't get you a pistol shot. It's a pretty dang good pistol shot even as it is. So let's shoot some holo targeting.
Got him covered.
It's going to be a 70% pistol shot with you, Alexis. Oh, I don't want to... Oh, you moved, so I... Oh, wait, you should be able to shoot your pistol, though. I panicked. Fire the laser pistol, and it's only 33%. Here I'm getting the aim and targets from your sniper rifle. For your pistol, it's only 33%. We're gonna go ahead and try it anyway. We gotta find and hope. Oh, nice hit. Nice hit. Wouldn't it be nice to get one more non-critical laser shot out there, laser pistol shot on this guy? Only a 10% crit. Let's see if we can hit on 41%. Ah, quite.
Negative.
Not quite, not quite, not quite. We're gonna try Bumgarner. We're gonna try to get you in there with a little fire the laser pistol shot, 60%. We don't want to crit. Ooh, 60%. You can kill him with your laser pistol, but I still got to find a way to weaken him down some more, don't I? What kind of range? My safety valve all of a sudden maybe isn't as, or my safety valve is maybe the rocket then, huh? Because I could always try running. Well, no, I don't want to run Fred in there at such a weird spot. What's your pistol shot like, Fred? 51%. It's only going to probably do the 3 damage that I want. 0% critical. I don't think I have him weak enough yet. And I can't do the rocket as my safety valve because I'm going to have Tamir in there too close. So I got to keep Fred as my safety valve to take him out. Now, what are the odds that I'm going to get a critical max hit if I shoot my laser pistol there? Dang it. Let's see. Well, we got one more laser pistol here at 41%. Let's see if you can connect Van Doorn. That sure would be nice of you, wouldn't it?
I'm out. No joy here.
Laser rifle shot at 82% is just more than likely to kill him. I figure I'm going for my last shot on a, oh boy. What do we have? What do we have as other options? Ruth, we haven't even looked at you yet, have we? Let's get you running as close as we can get you in some cover. And what kind of a pistol shot? 33%. We could use a little extra.
I'm all out.
But nah.
Damn it! Missed the target.
Jeez, oh Pete. My, oh my, oh my. I don't think I really have much of a chance to capture this kind of health. And look at this. I must not have vision from this point because he's too far around the corner. Is that why? Or his health. He's not wore down enough. So therefore I got to take a chance with you, Bumgarner, that you don't do your max damage of 4. And first of all that you hit, but you do your max damage of 4 and we're done.
Another day,
Oh,
another
oh
successful
well,
operation.
wasn't the smoothest attempt at a capture, was it, guys? Live and learn for another day is what we got to do. Live and learn for another day. I didn't do enough looking at who had what weapons to be able to help me out.
Like that.
Fred's coming out of here with a promotion and Tamir getting another promotion. That's good to see. We got our sectoid corpses. We did get that last meld, even with all our hemming and hawing. And we got some flight computers, power source. So actually I'm happy with the haul there. And speaking of the haul, I think we're going to go to the gray market. And I think I'm okay selling... I'm going to go back down to 6 flight computers, I think, and I think I can afford 1 power source at the moment to get me, because I've got to be thinking about that exalt scan too. So that's what I'm going to sell for that, and then just take a quick peek to make sure I don't have anything else that I have an abundance of to sell after
The engineering
that.
team is doing some tests right now that could be disruptive. I'm going to alert the staff as a precaution.
I could probably afford a few Thin Men corpses, maybe a few floater corpses again, but for the moment I'll hold off till I know exactly what I might want. In the meantime, I do have enough for a new scan. I think I'm going to wait one more day till June 27th to do the scan. And hope that money isn't wasted, because I don't have the money to afford to waste. My hangar, I should be back up to 2 with only 11 hours to go for the 3rd. And that'll be a Stingray, Avalanche, and a laser, so I'm feeling a little better about that. And then we got the 7 days for Midas Okamura and a second laser cannon. Whew. All right. Let's get out there. See if we get unlucky with a quick alien spacecraft, UFO hovering above.
Contact detected.
Well, we got it, but we got our Stingray back is what it looks like, so we should be okay. This is a medium, however. It's low, and hopefully it's a Raider that we have intel on so we can hit it a little better. I think I'm going to go out initially with my Stingray to try and do some early damage. Serrano Peppers, let's see if you can help us out here. And if we do well enough, I'll bring in the laser armed interceptor to try. And let's not lose this guy. Let's be quicker on the trigger finger if I'm hurting. One bad hit. He's getting some hits with the Stingray early on. Oh, we're not going to cut it close this time. We did get a couple hits, so I think I am going to make an attempt with my laser equipped. Dragon Liao. Come on, let's do some damage here. Boy, this air game is brutal, isn't it? It is absolutely brutal. And now I'm going to be moving in for closer range. I always hate that. Okay, but whoa, we got it shot down and we got a crash crew at sight. Awesome job. Just what I was hoping for. A downed medium. Great job, guys. I'm excited. We got a Sky Ranger to send out. Very excited about getting a downed medium. Okay, everybody, thanks for bearing with me on an agonizing failed to capture attempt. It really wasn't that many aliens on the down scout. We've had rougher down scouts than this one. And because unfortunately the Muton pod didn't really surprise us. It would have been a lot worse if they had moved up to our side as we were taking on those sectoids, but that didn't happen. We were able to take them pretty much one pod at a time, and that worked in our favor to make it less stressful. Unfortunately, the capture didn't work out. I'm gonna have to work on my technique a little bit next time. I guess maybe I got a little complacent after the successful mission with 2 captures. So anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. You know, as always, I appreciate every single one of you that takes some time out of your day to watch my videos. I appreciate it, especially those of you who have subscribed to the channel or hit the like or left me a comment. I love all those things. This is Zigzag Zog signing off from Western Kentucky. Thanks so much.